Shemai GTA fans, we are in our facility because the Avenger is discounted this week. This is in many ways an essential vehicle to own in GTA. I'm going to show you some customization first, but then I'm going to move through to capability and flight. Really, it's like is it a helicopter? Is it a plane? Nobody knows. This is similar to it's essentially an MOC with wings, so that's one reason why you might want to purchase it this week. If you don't have an MLC, it's an essential, so I'd definitely save up for this. We can have flares and chaffs and things as a countermeasure. For some reason I've got smoke, I don't know why. I'm going to pick a flare there. Engine, you do the EMS upgrades and the handling to race handling, it can handle it. And let's go straight through to liveries. So liveries, there's lots of army ones, so you can do all sorts of army builds. But I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm going to do the skulls. This is a free livery that I got. I can't remember when. Must have been at Christmas sometime. So you probably won't have access to that, maybe, or maybe you do. I think matte colours certainly suit this vehicle. I would go for a darker colour, perhaps, if you want to hide from people. But the green looks great. Forest green, I think, might be my favourite. But what did I want to do? Maybe I want to do a desert build. Desert tan. Oh, maybe I don't. Thinking forest green or foliage green. Forest green has got to be the one. Secondary colour, we're going to go for a matte colour. I quite like the light grey, so this colours up. Does it colour up the underbelly? Okay, so I think light grey is fine, you know. I can't see what it colours up, weird. But light grey is going to be fine. Oh, crew emblem goes on the side somewhere. Where does a crew emblem go? Goes there, just in case you're interested. I probably should put my crew emblem on because I use this for PvP with my chums. When we want to use some different weapons, so these are the turrets. Front mounted turrets, front, top and rear are the ideals. So I'll get multiple turrets. And the reason why you want to do that is if you have a couple of chums in the back who are going to be using it to blast people to smithereens. And that is the build complete. So let us exit the facility and I'll show you what this aircraft is all about. The sun's up, that's nice. Whenever you exit it goes down, it's really funny. Let's put the gears up, and if you want to switch from Vtol, this is the vertical takeoff, Vtol mode to flight mode, you press E on keyboard, don't know what it is on joypad, and then you can fly. So this is a very good aircraft for flying around the map generally. It's quite quick and it's easy to manoeuvre, and you can actually bump into rocks and things. It's really got a hell of a lot of armour. You can take millions of Mark II oppressors. You'll need about 2 or 3 Mark II oppressors to take you out in one go, because they're not going to catch you up once you're away. If you press and hold E, it opens the bomb bay doors. So let's press R, bombing mode. There we go. So that's what we're talking about. So that's the bombing. You can bomb people quite easily. I've put the cluster munitions on there, although just the standard bombs for 70 grand or whatever they are pretty damn good anyway. So that's the bombing. It's very easy to handle as well, you know. It's once you get up and going, it's very forgiving. I mean, look at this. There's not a lot of aircraft you can do that with that are this big. What else have we got? So getting from A to B, that's why you might want to purchase this, as well as the MOC. But mainly, if you already have an MOC, it does exactly the same stuff, which I will show you in a minute. Just a second, but what I'm going to do is go back into hover mode, not just so I can drop loads of bombs. So if we hang out over this highway, the sun's coming up, isn't that beautiful? Look at this machine. So this is based on the Osprey aircraft, which is an American USA aircraft, and it's one of my favourites actually. Occasionally you see them flying around, but what I'm looking for here is services in the interaction menu. Go to Avenger, engage autopilot, and now you press and hold E, and rather than dropping bombs, you can get in the back. So this is if you don't have any chums, and you want to get on the missiles. Okay, so to show you some of the other stuff first. So these are the missile station, the turrets. But you also have, you can browse weapons. So this is your Mark II weapons station. You can convert weapons to Mark II. You can purchase ammo, that kind of thing.
Tell a lot about someone from your firearm.
Okay, so that's what you can do with that. And you can put a vehicle in there, a weaponizable vehicle. You can put them in the back here. And also, if you're on the ground, you have a 5-star wanted level, you get in the back, and you can go back to a 0-star wanted level. So it's a good way of escaping the police, for example. But we're not going to do that. We're going to look at the weapons turrets. There's 3 turrets in our one. So let's use the turret. So I'm not sure which one this is, but it's like there's a bit of a delay on it. But once you figure it out, see, you can blow stuff up in a wanna. This is great for PvP if you're trying to get annoying people, but by yourself, it can take millions of Mark II missiles, as I've said. But if somebody uses explosive sniper rounds, they're probably going to want to target your propeller blades. So what you'll find is they'll take them a long time to blow you up with explosive rounds. But as soon as they start targeting your propeller blades, then you might come down naturally as the engines fail. So there's the police. So there is a limit to the orientation of the weapon here. So let's switch cameras. So this is the top. Is this the top one? And this is the rear one. Okay. So pretty good coverage. I can hear the police already shooting us from this height even. If you're here long enough, the police will bring you down eventually. But it takes them a jolly long time, so you don't need to worry about that. It's certainly good for practice, I'd say. I'd say you want to do this for practice when you're hitting NPCs, because you really want to figure out how to get people in PvP. So practice on the NPCs, and then you know what you're doing when you've got your chums on board. Because inevitably you're flying around in hover mode, but you can fly around in that to get on target. What else? So let's go to the top turret. Top turret. The reason why I said use 2 people, the top turret is for aircraft. So that's that helicopter dealt with in Awana. Very nice. But you can probably blow up your... no, you can't. It won't shoot. So look at the coverage. I mean, it's not going to give you a great deal of protection against anyone like a laser. A laser will take you down pretty quickly, but they're going to be targeting these propeller blades. Okay, so I'd say if you're already on an MOC, it's not going to be worth it unless you're going to do some PvP, and unless you want an aircraft that's going to get you around the map. If you're already on like the Starling, the helicopter off the Kozaka, the Sparrow, then that's going to be a better vehicle. It'll spawn really close, so you might want to get that instead. Let's get out of here, shall we? I have to go back, and if you want to get back in the driving seat, you can actually just get out and leave it hovering here in the air in perpetuity. But we're going to get into the cockpit again, and if we press M, services, go to Kozaka, no, go to Avenger, disengage autopilot, press E, open runway doors. So it's really about those propeller blades that are going to bring you down. This thing can still fly on one propeller blade, but I think once you're down to one propeller blade in hover mode, it will come down gradually. So you'll start to see yourself coming down to ground, so at that point you want to run away. What else? So what can we do to break this? I mean, that's how you break it pretty much, but look at that. Can we go back into hover mode, please? I'm probably going to break the blades here. Drop a like and subscribe if you found this useful. I think we've got into a hole. I think I've chosen a bad example of where to land it. But you see how long it takes for those propeller blades to break. That's one. They're still going. Still going. It's indestructible, this thing. So if you found this useful, drop a like and subscribe. Give your comments and your thoughts on this vehicle. I think I've covered everything there. Thank you very much for watching. I'd say purchase it ultimately, even if you have the MLC, if you've got the money to spend on it, and you've got money to spare, it's definitely worthwhile. One of the enjoyable aircraft in the game. I've certainly enjoyed it for a long time. What am I doing? What was that about? That's one way of dying. Anyway, drop a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.